Good morning, everyone. Please confirm you are able to hear me and see the screen.
Good morning. Yes, we are able to get this.
Yes, we're up. It's clear.
So today we'll be doing some more indicators, out of which ADX is the most important one. Others you may learn it like ATR and VStop. As you become a professional investor or a trader, you can use it. And Donchian channels is very similar to your Bollinger Bands, but used by many traders. Okay, let's see one by one. To start with, a disclaimer: this session, stock market information is only for educational purpose. I am not a SEBI registered advisor. Before taking any buy decision or a sell decision or accumulation or anything, consult your financial advisor. We are not liable for any gain or losses made by you. The objective of this course is to spread financial literacy. First, I will show you the ATR and then VStop. VStop is based on ATR only. That is why it is combined. The average true range. It gives me an idea how much in a day the stock will move up and down. I will show you the screens where it is. The word is true range. There is some difference. It is calculated on 14-day simple moving average. Now you must have seen everywhere, most of the time we have 14-day. This is connected by, as some of the traders understand, through the lunar cycle. This is approximately equal to 3 weeks, means 5 days a week के हिसाब से approximately 3 weeks. ATR can be applied to all securities, foreign exchange, securities, futures and options. True range is the value which is seen in the chart. What is the range? The high of a candle minus the low of the candle gives me the range. But here it is true range because we are considering gap down and gap up also. Nowadays, we are seeing every day there is a gap up opening or a gap down opening. Volatility is high. So when we consider gap up, gap down, if today it is gap up, tomorrow it is gap down, and someday it is range opening, then we take all these three into consideration and take the maximum range out of the three. Out of the three, it takes the maximum range. It can be plotted on any chart. 1 minute chart, it will be calculated for every minute. On a day chart, it is calculated for every day. On a week chart, it is calculated for every week. ATR is giving you an idea how the stock will behave. In current situation, the ATR values are quite high. That means the volatility is high. If ATR is relatively same, it means the volatility is more or less stable. Most of us use 14-day period for intraday, daily, weekly or monthly. It is used for measuring the volatility. If you are a intraday trader, you can use 5 days or 10 days also. But normally for swing and everything, we use only 14 periods. It can be a day chart or a week chart also. Longer periods for investors' point of view, you can use 20 periods and 50 periods, which will give you a relatively more stable idea. TRI is the true range, I is the number. So it tells me the maximum of the first one, what you are seeing here. The first one is my actual range. Current high minus previous close. This gives me at the gap up. Current low minus previous close gives me the gap down. And ATR is average true range is the n is the period. So if it is 14 period, so maximum of each of these three may say for the previous 14 periods divide by 14. N is the number of periods. Okay, let me show you on the chart. Okay, I'll remove this first. I'll go to indicators. I will type here average true range. Here it is. So I've got it over here. What is the settings? It's a red line. Red line. It is a 14 period. RMA is a rolling moving average. Okay, means today's value plus the previous 13 days value. Uska rolling hote rahega. Slightly different than the simple moving average. Okay, so this is the method. This is the tool. The slope when it is increasing, here you can see it is increasing. It means that there is a high amount of volatility. Then it increase, decrease, decrease, the volatility decrease. Now, and when at this particular position, you can see at the corner 364.03. On the here also you will be able to see the value, something like 366.93. What does it mean? It means that particular day on 10th March 2022, this is Nifty 50 on the day chart, moved in the range of approximately 366 rupees, 366 units. On the previous, you can see on this 29th April, that is on Friday, approximately the movement was 277. Now, how do I use it? Just think, if I want to take a position, supposing Nifty is here and I want to take a demand buy position, then this is my demand zone. I will be in a position to see that currently my demand zone is at 16770 levels and my Nifty is at 17102 levels. So what is the difference between this? Supposing 16,800 and 17,100, approximately the distance is around 320 points. And the ATR on this day tells me that the Nifty can move around 285 points. So approximately, I am expecting that if the Nifty comes down by 320 points, I will be in a position to buy a particular stock or here the index at this level. But the ATR tells me that the ATR value for that day is approximately 278 points. So possibility is there that Nifty will not come down by 320 points because the ATR is telling me 278 approximately. So approximately it tells me how much it can fall in that day, the Nifty. Take a particular stock. KPIT. Lot of volatility. I'm not seeing anything in demand zone. BSE was positive. So let's take BSE. So I am seeing a demand zone at this level. Drop a two basing candle and then a rally. So I want to draw a demand zone. Okay. So the demand zone is at 841 level and the current price closure is at 899 level. So around 58 points is the difference. What is the ATR telling me? The ATR tells me that approximately the value is how much? 366. Sorry, 37 or 36. Approximately 37. But here my difference is how much? 840 to 899. Okay. So around 59. So what is the possibility? BSE may not come down by that much points because it is not in the true range. Another use of this ATR is for putting the stop loss. In many of the training programs which I have attended, when a person is doing, say, day trading, then he puts I'm taking this horizontal line and I'm putting it below this. This is my stop loss. This will be approximately 2% of the DATR. So on the ATR, if the value is here is 36, so 2% will be approximately 0.72. So ये the bottom है 811, उसमें approximately if I add 1, it will give me 812 or 813. That becomes my stop loss. This is one way of using. On the weekly chart, what we do is normally they keep 10% of the so 10% of the ATR value. So 79 is my ATR, 10% is 7.9. So ये base है, ये base के down point 631 में और 7.9 add करूंगा, so that will become 638 or around 639. So approximately my stop loss on the weekly chart will be 639. Sorry, I have made a mistake. 628 में 7.9 में कम करूंगा, not ज्यादा करूंगा. So it will be 620 around. Okay, approximately 10 points down. So that is another way people use ATR. Okay. So what is the usage? Wanting to know whether the stock will come to that level in my demand zone or in my supply zone. Secondly, I will be able to put my stop loss. If it is my day trading or intraday trading within a day, then I will use 2% as the DATR. DA means day average true range. If it is my weekly trading or monthly trading, I will use 10% of DATR. That is the other way which some of the traders use. Next, we have something called as VStop, volatility stop. As the name suggests, it is nothing but a trailing stop loss indicator. It is nothing but a trailing stop loss indicator. I'll show you, I will plot it and show you. It helps to define the current trends. वो current trend ऊपर जा रहा है कि नीचे जा रहा है, that green or red signal will tell me. The green line or the red line will tell me. The red line indicates that the prices are going downwards. The blue or the green line, whatever color, I prefer green for upward things and red for downward. The blue or the green line indicates that the upward trend is detected. Most of us, we use this for trailing stop loss. I, for one, don't use too much of this. I use something called as PSAR and super trends, which I'll show you next time. Traders can use volatility indicators to create stops. Stop means where I can exit and maximize my profit. It is using ATR as the method for calculation on a 14-day period, having a multiplier of 2. Okay. Many people keep different multipliers. The standard is default is 2, and you can use that default multiplier. What does? It takes 2 times. The multiplier is 2, so 2 times ATR. If it is moving up, it will add up. If it is moving down, it will add downwards. So let us see that. Now I'm having one indicator. I will first remove this VStop and then once again show you how to use VStop. Go to indicators, add volatility, stop. So here is volatility stop. Go to settings. Here it is given as a blue color. So I'm just increasing the thickness so that I can see clearly, and you all can also see it clearly. I'm increasing the thickness. The default is 20 days. 20 days means 4 period. That means approximately 4 weeks into 5 days. That means 20 period. So we are taking a 20 period. Multiplier is 2. Means what happens if the stock is going up, ये into 2 times ATR करके नीचे का लाइन में मेरे को stop loss का position देगा. So you can see this BSE, touch wood, the stock is going continuously, it is in the upward trend. And if the stock goes below a particular level, then this plus green line, you can see this plus green line, that can act as my stop loss for a trader. Please understand, we are not always going to look at trading activity. We can have stop loss in fundamentals investing in 2 ways, a time limit and a percentage limit. A time limit meaning if my stock is not doing positive for, depends on what is your thinking, whether you want to keep it for 6 months or you want to keep it for a year, the stock is lying idle, not moving up, not moving down. That means the stock is not having any momentum. Okay, so I may exit after 6 months, 1 year period. That can be your one way of exiting from an investor point of view. Another way of exiting is you have bought a stock at some value. If it is down by 20% or 30%, you can do a partial exit. And if it is down by 40% or 50%, you can do a full exit. This can be a method. You can have it in at the back of your mind. Okay. So 20%, if the stock has fallen down, it will take more than 25% for it to go up back to its original values. Okay. So this is one thing you have to remember. Okay. If the stock has gone down by 50%, it will have to go up by 100% to recover that 50%. So please understand that 20 or 25 पे आप liquidate कीजिए और 30 or 40 पे liquidate कीजिए. Now this kind of scenarios are very dangerous. Currently what is happening is we ourselves cannot predict. Nobody can predict in the market. Please understand, the best of the persons cannot predict. All we can do is we can follow the market and take our decisions. Now if you see that something is a good stock, like supposing I'm saying Tata Elxsi or KPIT or something like PCS, I know that the stock is good. There is nothing wrong with the stock. But what is happening? The market is pushing it down. You can see here, it is green, positive. Then this was a, what has happened? The prices have come down and the volatility stop has gone up. Here you can see, here you can see. So what has happened? If the stock goes, you can have a stop loss for a downtrending trade, meaning you are going short in this, you are going short. Okay. So for a short trade, this can be your stop loss. For a long trade, the green one is your stop loss. Now we see the next one, which is ADX. I'm removing this. Average, directional, so I'm having you can see average directional index with positive DI and negative DI. What I'll do, 14 period, DI length is also 14 period. Directional index length is also 14 period. ADX is blue in color. I'm just making it little thicker. DI is positive, is green in color. I'm making it thicker. DI negative is red. I'm making it thicker. And this is my. So we'll see one by one each of this, and then we'll understand. This is very important. Pay attention 100%. It is the average of the range. If it is expanding, or it can be contracting also. Most of the, whatever the RS or RSI or ATR or VStop, all has been developed by the same person, Mr. Wells Wilder. ADX gives me the strength. Strength meaning it can be a positive strength if the stock is going up. It can be a negative strength if the stock is going down. Normally, the ADX is defined by the blue colored line. DI positive or DMI positive is the green line. Means the stock is going in the upward direction. It is a bullish. It is bullish. The stock is going upward. DI negative means the stock is coming down. It is negative. The stock is in the bearish line. ADX gives me the strength. It is based on the moving average of the 14 period which we have taken. The default setting is 14 period. It is a single line moving between 0 to 100. 0 to 100. It is a range indicator. It is non-directional. ADX does not tell me whether it is positive, bullish or bearish. ADX blue line only tells me the strength. The green one tells me it is going up, and the red one tells me it is going down. So ADX tells me only about the strength. It does not tell me whether it is going up or down. Whether it is going up, then also ADX can be positive. If it is going down, then also ADX can be positive. What are the values? Now this chart is very important. Please, somebody. Now remember this very clearly. Between 0 to 20, we will take 25. Many take 20, we can take 25. It is a range bound stock. Consolidation, no movement. Above 25, it is positive. Below 25, it is weak. Below 25, it is weak. Range bound and weak. Above 25 and up to 840, it is strong. If it is very strong, it can go above 60 or 65. Many a times, if it goes above 60 or 65, we should understand that there is going to be ये stock बहुत ऊपर निकल चुका है. It is already in overbought zone, like in RSI also above 65. It is already in overbought zone. कभी भी वो गिर सकता है. So if you are a person who doesn't have much time to sit on the terminal all the time, what you can do at that level, you can exit. Okay, so you can see on the chart and you can define your exit at that level. It can happen that it can remain on that for a pretty long period of time. Okay, but it just tells you that if it is above 65, there is a possibility of reversal in the trend. So if it is a stock which is going down negative, the reversal will be upwards. If it is stock which is going upwards, the reversal will be in the downward direction. This is a very important chart. Now, I will show you the ADX and then we'll see the DIs. The first thing I'll do, I'll go to settings and remove my DIs. And now we'll see only the ADX. What are you seeing? Okay, let us make the lines also a little darker. Say this indicator in my, what I'm saying, when I use the trade tiger, they allow me to change, but here it is not allowing me. But we'll understand from this also. We can see that if I take a horizontal line and I plot it somewhere here at 25. So I have plotted the horizontal line at 25, approximately 25.04. Now how do I read? When it is below 25, the strength is weak. अभी ये ऊपर जा रहा है, 25 को क्रॉस किया है, लेकिन immediately you cannot take a decision. You will have to use some other tool to verify, because ये ऊपर जाने के बाद वापस वो नीचे आ गया 25 के बिलो. इसके बाद यहाँ से वो ऊपर गया. At this point it went up. Volumes also started increasing. It went up. It went up. It went up. You can see the value is around 43.95 ADX. It came down. It has come down to around 24.13. Once again, it took the positive thing. So the stock is, this is TCS. It is fluctuating, but on 7th of March, it has come down beyond the weekly chart. If I take the daily chart, let's see what's the daily chart. The daily chart is telling me here it has come down 7th March. उसके बाद वो नीचे गिरते ही जा रहा है. It came up little bit and it is still weak. It is telling me that the strength is weak. Now what is this strength? From the chart I can see it is a falling strength. Okay, now what I do, I go back and change my settings and I show my style में DI positive and DI negative. Okay, let us see only DI positive. So what is my DI positive telling me? Now you can see the green line on the day chart. वो नीचे गिरा है, लेकिन वो green line भी नीचे ही है. वो 25 को cross नहीं कर पा रहा है. It is not able to cross the 25 line. The blue is down, the green is also down. Now, if I want to buy a stock, many of us keep on asking me, ये stock buy करो कि नहीं? That time I tell you all that whole, just now if the stock comes to this level, and if you want to buy because it is at the lowest level, you can buy because the price is low. But how long it will remain low and it will नीचे ही रहता गया तो, see this for how long? For nearly more than 2 months, it was low. तो अगर आप लो लेवल पे स्टॉक बाय करेंगे, and if you see Reliance for 5-6 years it was lying at a low level before 2016 or something. I'll show you that stock. So many a times we buy at a low price thinking that it is very good. Yesterday in the group somebody asked me some stock, I don't remember the name, Tata Motors, yeah, and I saw the stock and I saw it is not at all in a good position just now. I even saw the point of view of the fundamentals. So fundamental मैंने देख के बोला कि stock is not at all strong. See here, if I were to plot a 25.5 line, थोड़ा नीचे, okay. So fundamentally, I saw the stock was weak, and I told that person, you can maximum hold it, you cannot buy it. See the chart also. The chart is also telling me that even though it has come on the demand zone, but the weakness is there since a long time. You can see the green line hardly moving about the 25. यहाँ वो strong था, लेकिन around November 23rd के बाद it is just on the line and then it is still falling. Now if I were to buy Tata Motors thinking के भाई ये तो बहुत गिर गया price, okay, यहाँ buy किया या यहाँ buy किया, कहीं भी buy किया, but the chart is telling me the strength is strong is not there. In fact, it is the green line is below the 25 line, and now if I were to plot the red line, you will be able to see that red line will be above the 25. What does it mean? The stock is more negative than positive. वो ज्यादा bearish है. मैं क्यों लूं? Now if I were to add my Bollinger Band, you will see where it is lying on the Bollinger Band. Then I will show you my this also, Donchian channel today. See the Bollinger Band. See where it is. The stock is in a squeeze. एकदम squeeze हुआ है. और यहाँ भी squeeze था, फिर वो गिरा. यहाँ भी squeeze था, फिर वो और भी गिर सकता है. If I remember right, I had mentioned some 3 values. It can go to 420, 406 and all, because the strength is not there in the stock only. Many a times the price volume, the price, ADX, RSI, Bollinger Band, if you notice 4 or 5 of them thoroughly well, you will be not making any wrong decisions. So fundamentals, after this we'll be seeing fundamentals. So here I am telling you not to go for Tata Motors. Then somebody told me, let us see Mahindra and Mahindra. In that message only, it was in the other group, not the Mahindra and Mahindra. Where is Mahindra? Somebody said Mahindra and Mahindra is good. Okay. Now see. Let us see Mahindra and Mahindra. I mentioned there that fundamentally it is a better stock. Okay. You can see here on the day chart, Mahindra and Mahindra is moving up. Now let us see the 25 level. Okay, somewhere here. Now see Mahindra and Mahindra. It is a green line which is coming down. So यहाँ वो ऊपर जा रहा था. It is on the day chart, Mahindra and Mahindra. But last 3 days, or you can say practically this whole week, there is a slide which is downwards. Okay. So what is happening? The strength is there about 25, but the green line is coming in a downward slope. The slope is downward. So what is the possibility? If the results are good, Mahindra will be okay. It will move little up. Otherwise, it will likely to come down. Ambuja Cement. See here. Let us plot the 25 line so that we can see. Okay, here it is. The blue line is up. The green line was up. Quite good it was here. But after 11th April, it has started coming down. Parallel, you can see the red line is moving upwards. So what is happening? The Ambuja Cement, the ADX is positive, but what is positive? The green line is started becoming downwards and the red is started becoming upwards. So आगे जाके ये stock नीचे गिरेगा. Now Bollinger Band is also telling me it was moving positive over here. Now here onwards, it is coming down. You can see वो band से नीचे आ चुका है and it is moving towards the mean. The red is the mean. It is moving towards the mean. So what does it mean? वो नीचे आएगा, mean को touch करेगा. And where is the mean? Mean is having a demand zone near that. You can see this green line is this green zone is a demand zone. So somewhere it will come down, touch this demand zone, and it may go up. If it goes below the green, below the middle line, it can be a negative signal. So what is my DM? Directional moving index plus and directional moving index negative. The plus one tells me the prices are moving up. That means if the green line is above the red line and above 25, remember this, above 25, there is a positive strength. At that point of time, what I'll see, ADX मेरा positive है कि नहीं? ADX 25 के ऊपर है कि नहीं? If it is positive, green is positive, both are about 25, moving in the upward slope, that means it is strong. If the DI above 25 indicates upward bullish trend. If the red line is above the green line, and that means the prices are moving downwards, verify the ADX. At that point of time, ADX is above 25. So ADX is about 25, red is about 25, green is down below 25. What does it indicate? The stock is trending downwards. The strength is there, but it is a negative strength, meaning it is a bearish stock. DI above 25 indicates it is a bearish trend. Now, एक चीज याद रखना, ADX अगर sloping negative, that is downwards, even though my DMI is positive or DMI is greater than negative DMI, avoid buying that stock because the strength is decreasing. Just now we saw in that particular case, the strength is decreasing. You can see अभी ये strength decrease हो रहा है. You can see here ये decrease हो रहा है. So when this downward slope, you can see the red one is also decreasing. That means the bearishness is decreasing, and from here onwards, the green started moving above, the blue also started moving above, and it was positive. यहाँ भी positive था, लेकिन यहाँ से वापस वो नीचे गिरना चालू हुआ. See Ultrachem cement. This stock is taking a beating continuously. I have not paid anything for trading view. You can also go and use it. Maximum you will be allowed 3 indicators. तो थोड़ा आपको मेहनत करना पड़ेगा. RSI देखने के लिए डालना पड़ेगा. Bollinger Band डालो. Now I have taken Bollinger Band, ADX. I can add one more indicator. I will put RSI and we'll see the RSI also. You remember the RSI we did last time? RSI. Here is my RSI. Very good value. It is nearing 51. Okay. So once this green line crosses and goes above the 25, and RSI is also above 40, 50, it's a good indication. You can look at buying. उसके साथ आप देखना कि ये Bollinger Band अभी भी squeeze में है कि नहीं है. If it remains in the squeeze, you can always wait for the Bollinger Band to open up. Okay. There is a squeeze in the Bollinger Band, so we'll have to wait for the Bollinger Band to open up, and whether it will move positive or negative will depend on whether what you see, this ADX going above 25 and the green one going above red. Many a times one indicator will tell you something little different than the other. Always look at 2 or 3 points and add up and then take your decisions. Here it is mentioned what I said just now, ADX, DI positive or DI negative. Take your decision. Inference should be based on your candlestick patterns, your demand zone, supply zone, and we'll be seeing next time FIB levels, Fibonacci levels. At least out of 4 or 5, 3 or 4 should be giving you that indication of a buy. It is used for stocks, commodities, futures, options. It can be used in any time frame, higher time frame. Achha, now when you take a decision on ADX, now supposing I am taking on this ADX, मेरे को day पे it is showing me weakness. What I'll do, I'll go on the higher time frame, week पे जाऊंगा. Week पे भी मेरे को weakness दिखा रहा है below 25. Week पे RSI नीचे आ गया. Month पे जाऊंगा. Month पे it is showing me okay slightly above 25 green one, but the ADX is sloping downwards. RSI is okay. The RSI tells me positive, but ADX is telling me on the monthly chart that I am coming downwards. The green one is also very much touching the line at 25 something. So the stock is still weak. The stock is still weak. And you know for now, sure, cement stock is facing a lot of headwinds because of the problems. Okay. Lot of steps. Let's see. This was once upon a time a good stock. It has come down. You can see a demand zone is here. And it is very near to the mean of the Bollinger Band. Okay, now ADX is at 48, very good. 31, very good. So let us put the line over here. The 25 is somewhere here. Okay, so ADX is above that. Okay, good. RSI is how much? 65, 69. Perfect. RSI is good. So Laura slab on the day chart is giving me, on the month chart is giving me positive. On the weekly chart, देखिए यहाँ वीक में नीचे आ गया, यहाँ भी नीचे. On the day chart, no. So execution is on the day chart. Weekly and monthly is giving me confirmation for long-term point of view, but execution is on the day chart. Final decision for a swing trader or for my investment, I am going to take on the day chart. And the day chart is telling me my blue line is below 25, the red is above blue green. Once again, all are below 25. The RSI is also around 47, 48. It is not 60 where it used to be. So Bollinger Band mein kahan hai? It is on the lower level of the ball. You see, the band is low. So I will wait till it comes to the middle of the Bollinger Band for taking my decision of a buy, because execution buy sell should be on the day chart. For weekly and monthly, I can go and have a look for confirmation. But if the day chart itself is telling me negative, I did not go back and look at the weekly and monthly. Donchian channels. Richard Donchian was the person who came up with this particular channels. It is based on high and low. It can be used in trending and consolidation ranging markets. You can use on any time frame, but largely use it on day or 4 hours if you are intraday trader. But if you're a monthly or a investment kind of person, use on day or a weekly chart. On a higher time frame, it is a better indicator. Preferably used in higher time frames. It can be applied on stock, foreign exchange, options, commodities, futures. It is a leading indicator. It can tell me कि यहाँ तक वो high level है और यहाँ तक वो low level है. It gives me the volatility like Bollinger Band, but the calculations are different. Bollinger Band and Donchian channel. Bollinger Band, what is happening? We take the mean of the period and then we take plus or minus 2 standard deviation. Whereas in the case of Donchian channels, we look at high of the last 20 prior periods and the low of the last 20 prior periods, and then we show an envelope, a channel. So on the lower time frames, the Donchian channel, that means I should not use as far as possible on a hourly chart or a 15 minutes. It is not working properly. You should use maximum on a 4-hour chart, or if it is possible, use on a day chart or a weekly chart. I use it on the day chart. Most of the things I use on the day chart. And at a particular point of time on the day chart, I may go to 1 hour or 2 hours to see how is the position at that point of time. Donchian channels is a trending indicator. It takes the current price. Upper band is based on the highest price in that N periods. The N is now 20. 20 meaning the 4-week band. The lower period is nothing but the lowest price in the last 20 periods. The middle line is the average of the two. The default period is 20 periods. Current price is not considered in the calculation. The previous 20 periods are considered. So normally we use the 20 candlesticks. We look at the 20 period high and the 20 period low, and that becomes my range. And now let us see that, and then we'll see how to use it. So I am removing this RSI. I'm adding Donchian channels. DONCHIAN. There are many variations which have been done by different people. Use the standard one so that you don't get into. Okay, first I'll hide the Bollinger Band. Now this is my upper level. This is my lower level. Now when the channels are flat, you can see this flat. Here it is flat. Okay. Now I'll show you this and then we'll understand. This is my lower level. In the last 20 candles, this has been my lowest level. The highest is here. You can see here. In the last 20 candles from here, if you count them, this has become my highest level. Similarly, I'll count the candles 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Up to this candles, we are 20 candles. What is my highest here? This candle is the highest. So on this range, this is my highest. And in this is my lowest point. So the range at this point of time is here. Now, just see this. This is the red one is the middle line. When the prices cross the middle line, like in case of Bollinger Band, and if it goes up, it is good. Otherwise, if it is lying on the Bollinger Band, on this middle band, not the Bollinger, middle band, and here it has started coming down once again. So what is happening? It is going lower and lower. So what is it telling me? That wait for, let it cross this, at least this middle band, and then take your buy decisions. But you can see there is a good amount of buying and selling which is happening. Thursday, a lot of selling, and Friday, a lot of buying. If you see practically the whole week, Monday buying था तो Tuesday selling था, Wednesday buying था तो Thursday selling था. ऐसा ही हुआ है week में. So there is no particular positive indication. See the ADX going down, drastically down. 25 से नीचे है, red भी नीचे है, green भी नीचे है, means strength ही नहीं है. See this Ashok Leyland. Now you can see here Ashok Leyland is moving on the upper band. You can see this upper band. ये जब भी यहाँ से middle band से वो ऊपर जाना चालू किया, this can be my buy point when it started going up. You can take 1 or 2 candles later also and be sure whether you have to buy. So supposing I buy at this level, I buy at this level. So this level is my, I buy somewhere at 113. Then the stock started moving up. Now it has touched this upper channel. What I can do upward averaging. I know that the stock is going up. थोड़ा और extra buy किया, means I am averaging upward. जब यहाँ मैंने 50 buy किया, यहाँ और 50 buy किया. The stock is still going,
It is moving on the band, up, 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 up. And it has come at this level. Now, what is this level? Somewhere near 130. So I bought it at 100 and what is this level? 113. Then I added something at 120, and now it is at 130. And the stock is moving on the channel. Now you can see there is a squeeze. The volatility is, the narrowing of the band has happened. See here, at this point of time, if I take my 25, so it was above. So ADX is still not telling me positiveness, because ADX is telling me stock में strength इतना नहीं है, 25 से वो नीचे है थोड़ा. Okay. So if I have to take a decision of buy here, but my ADX tells me it is not a buy, because the reason is it is below 25. Even the green is below 25. Even the red is. So if you say this stock, यहाँ से आप देख रहे हैं continuously, the stock is on a squeeze basically. Mindtree. See, ये highest था, उसके बाद वो नीचे आते गए. यहाँ से आपको exit कर सकते हैं. 25% exit, another 25% exit, and the stock is still down only. What is my ADX telling me? The ADX is telling me okay. ADX tells me it is, the blue line is down, it is weak. The red is also below 25. The green is also below 25. Sorry, this is not Mindtree. This is Minda Industries. Sorry, I said the wrong name. Varun Beverages was up this week. See here, how is the stock moving? ये demand zone से buy हुआ, lot of buy happened over here on this demand zone. Okay, and then it has started moving up. On the ADX, the volume is also quite high. You can see the volume, average volume has started increasing. What is my ADX? ADX is telling me the blue is above 25, the green is above 25. The green bars are telling me the volume is above 25, and that means the stock is strong. Let us see Hindustan Unilever. This week it went little up. Okay, इस स्टॉक ऊपर जाना चालू हुआ यहाँ से. This is the high point. It went up to a high of this. It is on the day chart. What is the value of the ADX? Somewhere here 25. So you can see the blue is below 25. Green थोड़ा ऊपर है, लेकिन the blue is down. Means थोड़ा stock ने ऊपर जाने की कोशिश की, लेकिन the strength is not there. तो एक दिन ऊपर गया, दूसरा दिन नीचे गया. You can see the continuously doji candles, small candles. The candle itself is telling me there is indecisiveness. ऊपर जाना चाहिए कि नहीं जाना चाहिए, अभी तक पता नहीं है. Tata, what is this? Tata Power. Okay, see here, it's going down below the middle of the band of Donchian channel. 25 का लेवल कहाँ है? यहाँ देखिए. Somewhere here. So it is, red is below, green is blue, everything is near about 25 or below. So it is not strong. Let us see Coal India, which is having a lot of shortages currently. The stock has come down from 200 levels. See here, it is down. Oil has started moving up. GAIL, GAIL was strong, but now it has become weak. It is on the 25 line. So, how to trade with the Donchian channels? The lower level can give me the support, and the upper level, upper bound can give me the resistance. So here it can tell me that ये मेरा maximum level है resistance, और ये नीचे वाला मेरा maximum lowest level है support level. So 153 is the support, and the upper level is 173. So between 153 and 173, GAIL will move. This is the range based on the Donchian channel. The channels get wider when there is heavy fluctuation. Volatility high hoga, the channels will become wide. The channels become narrow when the prices are flat or stable. Donchian channels can be used for breakout. You can see here, ये नैरो स्क्वीज में था, उसके बाद वो ऊपर गया. Once again it went down, then it came up. Let us see some squeeze. Reliance. See here, continuously it is in a narrow band. Somewhere here it got a breakout. It went up. Once again it came to the middle band. So when it comes to the middle band, it goes below the band, you can sell. If it goes above the band, from low to up, you can buy. If it goes from up, crosses the middle band and goes down, you can sell. Now you can see the, what is the 25 level? Somewhere here, the blue is above 25, the green is above 25, but very near to the 25 line. So itna strength nahi hai. That is why you can see on Friday it fell also. यहाँ भी doji candle है. So you should look at the candle type. यहाँ भी red color doji candle. Here there is a big tail. So the candles also tell me the picture how the stock is behaving. Another thing I can see, the red color volume bar on Friday told me there was good amount of selling and the candle came down. So what happened? Reliance went up to the high level mark, and then what happened? People started booking profits. This is the market when you should book your profits. TN Petro, I'm waiting for 130 levels somewhere here, okay, to exit the stock. I'm having some 50 numbers, which is the old one, and I'm trying to reduce my numbers. Number of stocks, not individual stocks में जो है वो अच्छी बात है, लेकिन number of stocks I'm trying to reduce. You can see here, these two candles are telling me indecisiveness, even though the volume was high. Okay, and there are two red candles and this big red candle and here red candle. In fact, if you see in all this, only one big green candle. Everywhere it is an indecisive or a red candle. Means VBL may fall further. अभी तो वो 25 से ऊपर है, तो काफी अच्छा है, लेकिन आगे जाके वो indecisive है. Last 2 days, Thursday, Friday, the green candle was indecisive. Monday it was a rally, therefore it became a very big green candle. Upper, if the stock keeps on moving on the upper level, you can go long, means you can buy, and if it still keeps on going upward, you can do pyramiding. तो थोड़ा ऊपर गया और आपको लग रहा है, so what we should do is always buy in small quantity, and then as the stock keeps on moving up, you keep on adding. Don't buy in a very big quantity at the beginning only, because you may not know that in this market you can have a fall also. Then you will be stuck up with the buy. So 25, 30, depending upon your position size, or 50, how much you can have, what is your capital account, you can do that buy, initial buy, and then do keep on upward averaging till you reach the 100%. So 25% buy kiya, फिर 25% buy kiya, or 3 or 4 slots, you can go to the 100% level. When it is on the lower band, as soon as it crosses the middle band and it is coming down, you can exit 25%. फिर नीचे lower band पे आया और एक 25% है, and then as you see that it is falling further and the percentage fall is about 30-40%, then you can exit or short depending upon. Now you should look at the market conditions also. Your stock is good, you know that my stock is good, but the market is doing bad. There is a lot of bad news which is continuously coming. In such a scenario, you should look at the market and then you decide whether to sell or not to sell. Sometimes it is better to hold also, because many a times you realize that it is not the stock which is bad, but the scenario, the market sentiment, all these are making it bad. Partial exit or buy can be taken at the mean levels. When you exit, when the stock is coming from up, passing the median level, and then it is going down, you exit. When it is going from down and it is going up, middle level पे आया, ऊपर गया है, then you can buy. Okay, you can see here the stock was over here. ये मेरा breakout हुआ, यहाँ मैंने buy किया, यहाँ ऊपर गया. You can add somewhere here also, and then it went up. Then it started going down. You can sell. This is not the point to sell, because you are not a short-term trader. For traders, you can sell, but for an investor, what you should do, wait for a fall of 10-20% and then you decide. Now, यहाँ कितना हो गया, 103 पे 80 आ गया, so up to 20% has already fallen. Then if you think that you can sell, it is good. You can trade with the middle band, buy when it is going from bottom to up, sell when it is going from top to bottom. The middle band is a breakout indicator. A long or a buy position is taken when the stock is rising above the middle band. A short position is taken when the stock is trading below the middle band. This is your middle band. ऊपर से नीचे आ रहा है तो सेल कीजिए, नीचे से ऊपर जा रहा है तो बाय कीजिए. नीचे यहाँ देखिए, यह बाय किया. यह बाय क्यों किया? बिकॉज वो मिडिल बैंड से टच होके वो ऊपर जा रहा है. तो यहाँ फर्स्ट बाय हो सकता है 25%, another 25%, another 25%, like that you add up slowly and steadily. What is the difference between Bollinger Band and this? Both are giving me a same kind of range, but the difference is Donchian channel takes the highest and the lowest values in the 20 period. The Bollinger Band takes the 14 period moving average, or the no, we have 20 period, so it takes the 20 period moving average, and the upper band is +2 standard deviation and the lower band is -2 standard deviation. Okay, these channels represent volatility. The volatility will not be accurate in Donchian channel compared to Bollinger Band. Bollinger Band smoothens out. It gives you a standard deviation across the 20 simple moving average. Let me show you both together. I'm removing the other things. I'm adding this Bollinger Band. थोड़ा कलर चेंज करता हूँ. So Donchian channels, I'm putting green color. And the middle band is red. Bollinger Band, the middle band is, I'll put black. Okay. कहाँ गया? By mistake I removed it. So here it is. The green one is Donchian channel, the upper channel, the lower channel. The light blue ones is the Bollinger Band. So here you can see Varun Beverages has crossed the Bollinger Band multiple times and it has created its own high. This is my green one is the upper band of the Donchian channel. This is the upper band of the Bollinger Band. The red one is the middle band of the Donchian channel. The black one is the middle band of the Bollinger Band. So you can use either of them. Okay, many people use only Bollinger Band. I also use more often Bollinger Band. But supposing I want to know कि कहाँ तक वो ऊपर जा सकता है, तो मैं DC लगा दूंगा and DC will tell me यहाँ तक हो. Like just now the stock is somewhere here at this level 1083. But वो कहाँ तक जा सकता है, यहाँ तक वो मेरे को बता सकता है कि 1150 तक वो जा सकता है. और नीचे गिरने का कहाँ तक गिर सकता है, तो Donchian channel tells me it can go in the last 20 periods it has gone down up to 933 levels. Currently it is at 1080 levels. Okay, so this is my all the three things. Any question from anyone? So we stop at the first session here. और किसी को पूछना है? Nothing? So we'll see the global review and the market review in about 5 minutes time.